I am Ansh Khandelwal and I come from Pune, one of the biggest educational hubs of India. I have cracked IPMAT Indore and secured All India rank 41. I secured 97.8% in my class 10th examinations and 94% in my class 12th examinations from the ICSC and ISC board respectively. And I had opted for commerce plus math in my class 12. I had scored 232 in my IPMAT Indore. Honestly, like I got waitlisted in IIM Rohtak despite my interview being on a good side because they do not give me the marks how much I scored. So I think like I barely cleared the cutoff because the paper wasn't very good for me. So I was a bit skeptical because if I couldn't get into IIM Rohtak, IIM Indore is even a level higher. So that I was skeptical at the end. But after the interview, which was also positive, I felt that the score was good, the interview was good. So like there was no reason for me to get rejected. So I was positive. So I had prepared for CRIS entrance test, then for NPAT, for symbiosis. I cracked all these three. I also secured AIR 11 in NPAT as well and 99.73 percentile in symbiosis. I did not appear for JIPMAT. I was shortlisted for the Ranchi interview for which I did not go. And yes, ma'am. And I was also selected for IIFT now. The list has come out. Rohtak, as I said, I was waitlisted, and Indore, I was selected. Ma'am, first of all, I would like to give a shout out to Samrat sir and Narendra sir. They were the ones because of whom I was actually able to crack Indore. Like whenever I used to get score good in mocks or used to score good ranks in various tests, Samrat sir was the one who used to say, "Don't fly too high, come down, prepare for Indore." That's the main goal. And Narendra sir, my quant sir, he also helped me a lot, ma'am. Rather, he guided me, I would say, to leave my phone. Because I personally was a person who was not very consistent at the beginning. I, honestly speaking, started my preparation properly after boards. I just used to write mocks. I didn't even complete my syllabus properly. I was not, really preparing well to get into IIM Indore. But after a point, like in a mock where topper had 250 and I only had approximately 160, 170, that was the trigger point for me. Like I was like, it's just, I have to start. And from there on, I left my phone. I bought a Nokia 3310. That's my nickname also in the center. And for 2 months, I studied very hard. And despite being from the ICSC board and ISC board throughout, English was something which was difficult for me. I always had a command on math, but I did neglect English. And I think the only lacking part, even in the actual exam, was English only, where I scored subpar, below my level. So I think English was something that should not be neglected, even if you are really comfortable with it, because it can completely turn the tables for you. It can either make you a hero or a zero. You should practice English regularly. Math goes without saying that it needs to be practiced regularly because after all, IPMAT Indore maths is quite famous for its difficulty. Consistency and discipline are two things which will help you get through this exam, I would say. So first mock I had with a senior at IIM Indore only, with IMS itself. And in that mock, I did realize that I could not answer even simple questions with regard to my syllabus, like of economics. I forgot the definition of national income. I was like, national income is quite an obvious concept, but when it comes to talking about it, there's something which you need to master. And that was what I realized is the interview all about. You do not need the knowledge, but you need to learn the art of speaking and conveying your knowledge to the interviewer. So mocks played a very important role to master that skill. Although I wouldn't say I'm really good at it still, but yes, definitely I have improved a lot. And mocks also both the written mocks as well of the test as well as the interview mocks help you to actually identify your knowledge gap areas, like for example, as you mentioned, mock PIs. So in that I did realize that my introduction was not very good, like it would not excite the interviewer. So I worked upon it and made a proper introduction, and therefore I was actually able to crack the interview at the end. Okay, so mocks, ma'am, I would say is the most important thing of my journey. I approximately gave 50 indoor mocks only because I did not complete the syllabus. I actually never did complete the syllabus till now. What I did was I started giving the mocks, even if my score was like only 120, 130. That did not stop me because after all, you are writing a paper, you are not writing the syllabus down. So in that paper, you will have to understand the time management, the questions which you have to attempt. You cannot attempt every single question. And also, it is really important to know that your score does not matter. Your position does matter. The difficulty of mocks can keep on switching. Like in some mock, you can score 200 plus marks, and still you will have a rank of 70, which is not a really good rank. You can improve. And even if you score 150, but if you are in the top 30, that's a good score then. So scores are not a parameter for your, I would say, mocks, but your rank is. You have to compare a bit so that you understand where you stand in the world right now. And analyzing the mock is obviously really important, because if you do not analyze the mock, you will not know where your knowledge gap is, what you need to do ahead. Like as I didn't complete the syllabus, I got to know what was my weakest point with the help of mocks only, and even my strongest point, so that I can right in the first place attack that question, get done with it, and move on. So these are all the skills which will help you crack the Indore exam at last, and I would say it will come only by